Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Make it a great one. And you're kicking into spring. I suspect at this point, I hope we have nice weather right across the country. This is a quote by Dan Zabra. Surround yourself with people who believe you can. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow finish down 279, NASDAQ off 75, S&P's down 25. Gold contract up $5.90, trading at $1,203 an ounce. Silver flat at $16.22 an ounce. Platinum up $10 at $1,171 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies at $2.79 a pound. Light sweet crude, you had it down 56 cents, trading at $2.79 about $2.79. How about that? $56 a barrel. Bonds, we had the 10-year flat at 129.29. The 30-year up a full point at 165.07. In both the 10-year and the 30-year, folks, are going after a B point, and they have the volume today. You know, we'll see how they attack that B point. I expect what you're going to see, that B point is going to get attacked on Monday morning. You get the volume. What that would do is that the price projection for the 10 and for the 30 would bring them over their highs of January. That would basically take the yield on the 30-year. Talk about taking it down. Right now, at 1.86. That takes that over the January high. You're going to be down at about 1.8 rather. It'll take it down to about 1.6. King dollar. King dollar couldn't handle price again out here today. That's down 34 ticks, 97.58. The euro is up 49 at 108, and the yen is trading down 12 at 118.90. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. If we start out in the world of the SPY, this is what you have. We start out with the S&Ps. We'll use the SPY inside that correlation. SPY today comes down with conviction. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, all of the above. They want out, they want fast, they want furious, they want all of the above. And what you're going to see is that we went down $2.42. We did 173 million shares, and that's a monster, by the way. That is after making highs with 99 million shares. All the volume, folks, is building cause to do what? To break the consolidation points from 204.40, which was consolidating March 11th, as well as March 26th. Next move, I suspect, is going to be not only into that move, but what it's going to have. It has plenty of time to get into the 198 area next week. You know, that's a big move. That's 10 points down from where we are. The 3 Qs, the NDX 100. What do we have with the NDX 100? Same type of setup in the NDX 100. NDX 100 here is trading out at a price point of 106.04. That little baby pushed down today $1.65. Also had an explosion of volume coming out of the stock and the ETFs. That's after trying to make a high. The 3 Qs are the weakest indice when you take a look at the Qs, the SPYs, and the small caps. 3 Qs, 41 million shares come out of it. That swing point on the 3 Qs is 104.24, and that volume is 47 million. We've done 41 million. So what the 3 Qs have also done is this. The 3 Qs came back inside the lower range. The lower range that I'm talking about is the range from the November 28th high. We took that November 28th high out in February 12th. Well, we're back right inside it. When you're back inside it, what does that do? That gives you game for that lower consolidation at 99. And, of course, we get the infamous October 15th swing low that's hanging out there that wants to get tested. That October 15th swing low, it's like a broken record, I know. But that October 15th swing low is where this market wants to go. IWM, what do we have with the small caps? Now, this is bottom line. This was the strongest indice out here. That got blown apart, down $2. Volume 45 million shares. That's after making a high out here with 37 million. That sets up, it's not the end of the world in the small caps. That sets up like a 119. Right now we're at 124.43. So bottom line, what I do expect you're going to see out here, you are going to expect to see a lower price. We'll see how it handles that lower price. Gold. What do we have with the gold contract? What you have with gold is this. Gold has held up. And what's impressive out here today is that it held up in a market that was highly volatile, not only in the currencies and the S&Ps, but the bond market was highly volatile too. And the bonds this morning when the CPI came out, folks, looked like they were going to get croaked. They did get croaked on price, and volume expanded pretty dramatically, but they never reached the lowest swing point. Turned around, goes topside again. Gold market out here, what do we do today? 107,000 contracts, nice contracts. Gold is setting up for this ABC structure in the way up. We're trading at 1203. I suspect we're going to see 1246 next week. Silver. Let's go take a look at silver. And there's a divergence here. And this has got to get straightened out. And we'll see how it gets straightened out. But silver, for some reason, looks really weak. You know, silver couldn't hold price today. It's like, okay, man, you know, what the heck's wrong with the silver market? Well, we'll find out. And that is always problematic when, you know, gold and silver like moving together. Now, silver is twice as volatile as gold. So we'll see if silver can stop performing. But silver has not been able to get into its higher range. That higher range that starts at 16.43. We made it to 16.49, but guess what? They sold it right off as soon as it got into that level. Bonds. What do we have at the bond market? Bond market wants dramatically higher price. It's pretty intense, actually. Let's take a look at the TLT. So the TLT is the 20-plus bond fund. The TLT, like all the bonds their high was generated on January 30th. The TLT today did 7.2 million shares. Your B point on this is only 5.9 million. That's saying that your probabilities are going higher because now you're pushing on the swing point from March 24th as well as March 25th, and you're pushing on that swing point with volume. That's saying that the TLT wants to go to the highs of 138.50, and what that is setting up, of course, is not only higher price, lower yields across all the bond markets. Big numbers. And the volatility inside here is pretty intense. We go take a look at the King Dollar. So King Dollar is the mover. King Dollar, folks, comes down again, has juice on the way down. This is, when you take a look at King Dollar, the probability for King Dollar is that, number one, the highs are in. Number two, there's going to be a much larger correction. And where I'm going with that is that we had a 2-to-1 ABC structure on the way up. So we get up to the price point of 100.78. You come off, that was established March 13th. You come off that high with volume. You go back up and test it with volume. The test was done Monday. We got to a price point of 100.27. It failed on price, failed on volume. What does it do? Confirms again you come off the high with volume. Bottom line, next week, it's going to challenge these lower swing points. Those lower swing points are at 96.57. Now, let's go back to the S&P once again. So if we take a look at the SPY, what you have is this. The SPY is pushing down, has volume behind the move. What we're going to see on Sunday night, well, the reason that the futures were down this morning, of course, is that why? People were selling futures. They were down good. That's the technical reason. The fundamental reason, folks, has to do with they changed the rules in China last night after China closed. And flat out what's going on is this, is that in China, when they open up on Monday morning or Sunday night, what is happening is that the leverage positions in China, you can do higher leverage when you're doing these true trust financial companies. Well, the China authorities, after the market closed last night, decided that they can no longer do that. So they outlawed that through regulation. That's the first part. The second part is actually a lot larger. Well, they're both large. The second part, and this is just really so bizarre, it's unbelievable, meaning you know that the regulators want to push the market lower. What they did is that they're allowing, which never happened before, they're allowing funds, mutual funds now, to give short sellers shares. That's like saying, hey, guess what? That just opened the whole market. And that market, folks, I suspect is going to open lower. What does that do? That's going to put Europe lower. That's going to put us lower. You're going to see follow through Monday. You stay right there. We'll come right back.